Hi, I'm Matt Varlow from Butler Technik, and if your Webasto Multi Controller looks like this, then here's 5 steps you need to follow to get everything working properly. So this is a real common issue across Webasto airtop and thermotop heaters when installing the Multi Control HD, and this fault also occurs with the Smart Controller version as well. So the Smart Control version is actually compatible with airtop and thermotop heaters, so you don't need to worry about the part number if you've installed this version and got T12 fault. But that leads me to my first point. You need to make sure that you've got the correct multi-controller for your heater. The multi-controller version 9030911 will not work on an air heater. Vice versa, the airtop version won't work on a water heater. There is an old version 9030025 that is compatible with air and water heaters. If you've got that one, again, part number doesn't matter. So the next thing to check is that you're connected to the correct plug on the wiring harness. If you are upgrading from a rotary rear stack controller, it's easy to unplug that one and plug the multi-controller in and get T12. You actually need to be connected to the Telestart Thermocore Diagnose plug X9C, and this will allow the controller to communicate with the heater on the W bus connection instead of the analog switching that the rear stack uses. Water heaters, this isn't so much an issue. You can actually connect the multi-controller to the standard plug and it should work okay. You're connected to the right plug, you've got the right controller, still got T12. So next thing to check is that you've actually got power at the heater. If you're getting T12 still, then the controller can't see the heater. So have you got the fuses the correct way round? If this is a new installation, it's easy to mix up the 1 amp fuse with the larger 15 or 20 amp fuse, and then you see that first start happen and the fuse blows, the 1 amp fuse blows because it's on the wrong cable. And then the next time you try and start the heater, well, the controller's got power, but the heater doesn't anymore. So make sure that the fuses are the correct way round, the smaller fuse going to the controller, the larger fuse going to the heater. Make sure they're both intact. It's possible the next thing is that the automatic heater detection didn't work, and you could actually spot this fault quite early if you notice on the controller when it's starting, it's coming up with the wrong heater version. If you're using the analog switch wire, then there's no way for the controller to actually know what heater it's connected to, so you need to set this manually. The first thing to do is go into Settings, click Reset, Confirm, and when the screen goes black, press and hold the power button and the control knob button down. Then you see this screen, Heater. You select the right heater, the correct heater that you're using. Make the selection, and then the heater should be able to communicate properly with the controller, they speak the same language all of a sudden, and it should work. If you've got a Webasto Airtop 2000 STC, you've done everything and it's still not working, then you need to check the main plug into the ECU. It's a real common issue that the main plug, the water seal, is actually so tough to get into the ECU that it doesn't go all the way in, and then you end up with all sorts of spurious fault codes ranging from T12, but also could be fuel pump or temperature sensor, something like that. So remove the main plug into the ECU and put it back in, but when you put it back in, you need to make sure that the long piece of plastic goes underneath the locking tab on the ECU itself. Now that means that you actually should feel it click into place or hear it even. If neither of those things have happened, then chances are that the plug is not fully home into the ECU. Well, that should be everything. I hope it was helpful. If you've still got T12, then please let me know, or if you've got a different experience with this fault code, also let me know. Happy to discuss further. Remember to stay up to date with the latest news and products on our website, www.butlertechnik.com, and thanks for watching.